Hey, this place is in a dream, right? Do you think we still need to eat? I mean, it'd suck if we had to practice on an empty stomach. All I've got in my room is instant ramen. That's not gonna last long. Can't practice without fuel. Anyone who works out knows that. Anyway, I found a pizza delivery ad in my room, so I gave him a call. But guess who picked up the phone? Those little twins. I just heard a voice yelling, "What do you want?" So I freaked out and hung up. I should have known not to trust the phone lines in this place. It is a dream after all. Well, I kept on going and hit up the number on a flyer for boxed lunch delivery. Who do you think picked up this time? Nope, it was those twins again. This time, I heard a whispery, "What is it?" and slammed the phone down. But here's the real juicy part. I found one more flyer, the one we called with Mishima that one time. Remember it? You know, the, maid service? I had to call it, but surprise, surprise, it was the twins. I got a pissed off, "Stop pestering us." But this time, they said one more thing. "You want someone to clean up your messes? Fine." Are we gonna get a homemade meal with this? What should we ask her to make? That sounds like something my mom would make. Kind of a waste for a fancy maid. But maybe she'd make it super tasty. Oh man, I can't wait! They told me to wait here in the main area. That's why I called you over. She's gotta be here any minute now. Sit tight.
Oh, what are you two doing here? Practicing?
Yeah. Something like that. Anyway, we're gonna be using this room for a while, so you might want to come back later.
That's not good. I was instructed to come here now.
Huh?
I was just resting in my room when I got a call. Surprised, I picked it up and it was the twins. They told me someone was waiting for me here and that I'd understand when I arrived.
What?
Do either of you know what they were talking about?
Not at all. Hey, don't throw me under the bus!
Well, I take it you two were the ones who called me here. Do you have an explanation for this? If you don't give me a good reason...
It's nothing, I swear.
What seems to be the matter? If there is something you wish to say, I suggest you come out and say it.
Well, as you know, I'm pretty confident in my dancing. But I was thinking, maybe someone tall and lanky like you might have an advantage over me.
Are you sure of that?
Almost positive. If I took on human form, I think I could do even better. Just the thought of seeing Lady An eye to eye makes my heart flutter.
But even if you do transform into a human, who is to say your body will be suitable for dancing?
Huh? Well, obviously, I have no idea. Hey, Joker, what kind of human do you think I'll end up as? I am not a girl!
Shall we table this conversation for now? I prefer not to speak in hypotheticals. If you wish to enhance your routine, perhaps you should approach it from a different angle.
What do you mean?
Instead of wishing and hoping for a body you lack, you should make the most of what you have. That is, you must utilize your current strengths.
Oh, I like this idea!
Proper poses can draw out the inner beauty from even the most boorish of dancers. For example, all it takes to accentuate a woman's waistline is to place her hand on her hip.
Wow, you really know a lot, Yusuke.
Naturally, I familiarized myself with the body structures of countless animals for my sketches.
I see. Getting back to what you were saying, though, all I need to do is accentuate my finer assets?
Indeed.
I guess the question now is what that would be. What do you think is the best part of me, Joker? My aura? That kind of seems like a cop-out.
That is undoubtedly a key feature of yours, Morgana. I wonder how you will incorporate it into your routine.
I guess practice is the only way to find out.
Correct. Perhaps that is the angle you seek.
Well then, come on! Let's get practicing, you two!
Hence my request.
Kinda unusual for you, asking me something like that.
Will you do it?
Well, I guess it's fine. Yo, came to practice? Well, we were practicing. Plus, he had a request. Right?
Well, since you're here, I was asking Ryuji if he would model for me, to add variation to my dance. Yes. Inspiration tends to stagnate when you only look for it within yourself. I'm hoping I can steal from Ryuji's experience on the track team.
Like a legit Phantom Thief, huh?
I didn't mean it in that sense.
Anyway, let's get on with this modeling stuff. So, what am I supposed to do?
I'll invent a scenario and you'll move or pose accordingly. If any ideas cross your mind, feel free to contribute. However, don't push him too far. I don't want him to break.
Guys?
So first, show me how you eat ramen.
Huh?
What? I said ramen. Oh, just act as you normally would. No need to exaggerate or make it dramatic.
You don't want me to dance? Plus, it's got nothing to do with track.
Inspirational opportunities will be limited if one cannot think outside the box. Should I be more specific? What say you? A bold choice. But let us focus on ramen for the time being. Too many themes may muddy the waters.
You know, I don't want to interrupt you guys, but think we're better off just practicing together like usual?
You're absolutely right. You have my thanks, Ryuji. I worried over the details and failed to see the big picture. Oh, what a fool I am.
To think I'd be dancing at a place like this. I never thought I had it in me.
Same here. I've attended dance parties alongside my father, but this is my first time at a club. It's pretty fun once you get going, though. I feel so free.
I always associated clubs with criminal activity, but maybe that was more bias than fact. When you think about it, club music is a legitimate genre with its own rich history. I heard some incredible pieces here. I shouldn't have cast it aside based on reputation alone.
I agree. Since joining the Phantom Thieves, my mind has been open a little more each day.
Yes, it seems obvious now, but the more you expand your horizons, the richer life becomes. If my sister saw me now, her jaw might hit the floor.
Say, why don't we go to a club in the real world someday? You know, once we're old enough.
That's a great idea. Guess I'd better add dancing at a club to my bucket list.
You keep a list, Mako-chan? What else is on it?
Well, the first big thing is a motorcycle license. I know I ride Johanna in the metaverse, but I want to hit the road in the real world too. Sometimes you need that rush, you know? Just let loose and ride like the wind. Within the speed limit, of course.
I'm sure you could handle it, Mako-chan, but as for me, I'm not so sure.
How about you, Joker? Is there anything you'd like to get a license for? Then you're old enough to start right away. Riding around with everyone sounds great. Why don't you get one too, Haru?
Huh? You really think I could?
Of course. It's not as scary as it sounds. Once you can ride, the world is your oyster. You're no longer limited in what you can do.
A driver's license, huh? I'll consider it. When we all graduate, it would be fun to go out together.
I'd love a long road trip. Just set off into the horizon. No schedule, just us and the road. Shall we start thinking about where we'd like to go?
Hey dude, check this out. Haru's been showing me some of her sick dance moves. She's flexible, she's sharp, and her sense of balance is totally on point. And here I was thinking ballet was just some hoity-toity shit. You're blowing me away, Haru.
Thanks, Ryuji. I'm glad to hear I changed your mind. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm still able to dance like this. I suppose I have muscle memory to thank.
Ballet, huh? Gotta be the classiest style out there. Speaking of, I've been wondering something for ages now. Just how rich are you? Like, top 50? Top 20?
That's not true. Okumura Foods has only become a household name in recent years. If I remember correctly, the actual richest person owns a large conglomerate from pre-war times.
Yeah, those conglomerate things are cool, huh? They're great.
You don't know what that is, do you?
Man, I don't got a clue what the upper class life is like. Let me guess, you spend a lot of time going to parties and shoving down fancy food?
There were parties, yes, but I was never particularly fond of them. They all revolved around my father, which meant any socializing I did was in the form of pleasantries. And since we were always greeting his various business partners, I never had time to eat.
What a pain. I don't think I can handle that. I'm good with just a nice steamy bowl of noodles. Ramen is life, man. You probably don't eat much ramen, do you, Haru? Now that's a party you want to get in on. Ain't that right, Joker? What do you say I take you to my favorite place once we get home? We can all go together.
Yes, I'm down too. You can teach me all the proper ramen shop etiquette.
Ain't no such thing. You just dive face first into that boiling broth and chow down.
Hey, why don't I bring you all to one of my favorite places? I think it could be quite a party with everyone there. We have a lot to celebrate after all.
Dude, now we're talking. I'm freaking pumped.
I have to say, this kind of thing is still fresh and exciting to me. When I was young, it was always do as you're told, Haru. Fun was a completely foreign concept. But now that I have all of you here helping me, I'm starting to see things a little differently. Ballet included. I think this is the first time I've ever felt thankful that I did it. I'm going to do everything I can to enjoy life to the fullest, with all of us together.
Just don't forget about the party, yeah? Oh, it's gonna be a night to remember, no doubt about it.
But even if we make a promise in here, won't we just forget about it once we wake up?
No way. We're gonna remember through sheer willpower. All we gotta do is picture the stuff we talked about and burn it into our brains. Party, meet, party, meet, party, meet. Ah, my bad. I didn't mean to drool.
Oh, I see. Just like dancing here, whatever we imagine may someday become reality. Ramen, 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 ramen.
Keep going, Haru, but don't think for a minute you can out-chant me.
Perfect timing! You want to give me a hand? I'm trying to figure out Haru's weaknesses. Just curious. Besides, finding weaknesses is what being a navigator is all about. It's a toughie, though. She's rich, gentle, beautiful, a great dancer, and honest, too. It's like she's cheating at the game of life.
Please, I'm really not that special.
Humble as well. She's virtually flawless. Hey, why don't you try and see if you can think of a weakness? Whatever pops into your head.
That's not true at all. I actually think I'm quite composed.
Yep, only a true ditz would say that. It's not a bad thing, though. Guys always fall for the cute, airheaded type. Man, you're a tough nut to crack, Haru. But there's gotta be something.
Wait, I thought of one. Electronics in general are a serious issue for me, You could even say I'm technologically challenged.
It's kind of cheating if you tell me yourself, but I'll accept it. Go on.
Well, I still don't know how to use a smartphone, and upgrading to a new model is awfully stressful. Beyond that, I have practically no knowledge of the internet. I always end up on the strangest sites. One time, I stumbled upon a man talking about shady commodities. My heart nearly stopped.
So Haru's weak to tech. Analysis complete. A fascinating result.
I'm glad to hear. It kind of makes me happy, actually.
Wait, why? We found out your weakness.
Yes, but that means I got to open up to you a little more. There's still a great deal we don't know about each other, after all. But if we keep having conversations like this one, it won't be long until we're all best friends.
I hadn't thought of it like that before. You're such a cinnamon roll.
And even if we forget about all of this when we wake up, we'll have plenty of chances to bond in the real world. Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to change the topic. I'll be required to work with technology sometime down the line, so I'd like to overcome this issue.
In that case, I'll teach you whatever you want to know. I'm your one-stop shop for all things techie.
I appreciate that, but it may not be as simple as you think. I really don't know much. Until recently, I thought booting your PC meant literally kicking it.
Oh, you weren't kidding. But it'll be fine. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the original Medjed, remember?
One more thing. No matter what I do, every computer I touch stops working all of a sudden. Even brand new ones. Nobody can explain why. Not even the repair technicians. It's always been like that. I think I've taken in my current computer maybe 10 times.
I've heard urban legends about people like you. You're not weak to tech at all. If anything, I think it's weak to you. Guess what? I heard that back in the day, there was a worldwide disco boom. Sojiro told me about it. Did you know that? Wait, huh? Wait, is that common knowledge? Maybe even Sojiro got disco fever on Saturday nights back in the day. Sojiro dancing? Now that's a mental image. He's always moaning about back pain. Dancing would probably crack the heck out of it. But forget the disco. Even without it, he's pretty popular with the ladies. The regulars at LeBlanc, that old lady at the smoke shop, even the doggy next door. Yep, even the little girls in the neighborhood love him. That's worth a lot of points. And my mom must have cared for him too. Anyway, Sojiro's got that refined, mature appeal, like black coffee. Maybe that's why he's popular. I wonder what you'll be like when you're older. Got any role models? That'll be a no-brainer. You'll get the right stats just working at LeBlanc. All you gotta do is be there for the rest of your life. Yep, perfect plan. By the way, I want to grow up to be like my mom. I won't be just any old lady. My mom was kind, smart, basically the greatest adult of all time. It's not gonna be easy, but I've got genetics on my side. I can do this.
There you are. Are you taking a break?
Hello to you too, inmate. It'd be an utter embarrassment if you managed to lose, so we decided to come check on you. Huh, this room is spot on if I do say so myself. You must be totally clueless how we made it. Show your astonishment, inmate.
It was nothing out of the ordinary. We simply utilized your cognition. Without distortions, its true nature came through clearly. I'm sure you are familiar.
You're ruining the magic!
Unlike our elder sister, we are largely unaware of the outside world.
Not true! Are you trying to tell him we're stupid?
If you think yourself more experienced, then what is that? That blue-gray, tube-like device beside the chair.
Oh, that! It's used for... That's right. It's for covering your head. You put it on and protect yourself from enemy attacks. The chin strap is a dead giveaway. I've heard this armor has saved countless lives. You'd better treasure it, inmate.
I see. You're very knowledgeable. Where did you learn all this? Shall we examine a few more things? Myriad items are begging to make themselves known. What are those? They look akin to sandbags filled with small pebbles.
That's ammunition. Load up your gun with that stuff, and you can rain hell on your enemies.
What about that? It has 2 wheels. Is it a vehicle?
Don't be fooled by appearances. That is an instrument. You hold it here, then spin it as hard as you can. Whoa!
That was rather enlightening. I feel as if I finally understand the outside world.
It's a good start, but only one room. Hey, inmate, you'd better show us around more someday.
Are you saying we're too much of a nuisance to you, inmate?
Complain all you want, but you don't have a choice in the matter. Better make the most of it. We prepared this room for your ultimate comfort, so I expect you to be ready and raring to go. Dance like your life depends on it. Isn't it time you went back on stage?
Caroline is eagerly awaiting your next performance. As the night goes on, she grows more and more anxious. It's as if she can hardly contain herself.
Hey, that's...
I cannot have peace of mind while she is like this. For Caroline's sake, you must take to the stage as often as you possibly can.
Speak for your own damn self! Don't use me as a puppet for your twisted feelings! Know your place, inmate! Guess your rehabilitation has a long way to go. You'd better dance your ass off.
Just be honest.
No way! I can't let him know that I'm into it!